I love this because it allows people to become what I think is the missing key in our society right now, which is way more playful. Like, I'm an intense person, I know it, but I've lived this work now for 22 years, since 97 when I started doing this. And just seeing the transformations that happen for people across many domains of their lives, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's on a stage, whether it's, on video cameras, or whether it's on the field, court, ice, whatever it is so fun because people start to relate to themselves in different ways. And, what's the most challenging, like when you got started out, Brian, what was the most challenging page that you had to write on your website?
Challenging page?
Yeah.
Probably like the About Us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks for giving the right answer.
Okay.
It's the About page.
Yeah.
Why? Because we're writing this About page in context to the people that maybe we want to bring into our world. But when you're writing it, you're like, I know what, you're more than that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then for the other people that are out there, the other most challenging piece of paper you'll ever write is your CV or your resume, right? Because you're like, oh, I only have so many bullet points here. Which bullet point should I put in? Because I'm way more than all of this, right? Of course it's difficult because there's so many different roles and identities that you've got in your life. And that should be a signal to people. Like, that's why the stuff that I talk about people, at the end of these interviews, people go, you know what? That just makes sense.
Right.
Why? Because it tracks back to how you're actually living your life. That should be a signal to many people that when you're out there and you're trying to pursue change in whatever domain and field that you're concerned about changing, if it doesn't resonate at a root level, like there's something that's really off about that, that should be a signal that it's not really rooted in the science of how we work or the science of how success happens on that field, or you've never seen anyone even do that before. Like that's a mismatch. Yeah. And so then you go to the messenger. Okay, did the messenger research and regurgitate other information and just propagate stuff that's already out there because they want to be perceived as an expert on that topic? Or were they actually on the field with someone, working with them, with a lot of hours underneath their belt? Like, I typically want to see at least 1,000 hours of work underneath someone's belt before I would engage with them to work with them.